Professor Jacob Nagel, former acting national security advisor to the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Thank you so much, Mr. Nagel, for joining us here on the programme. You heard there Martin Griffiths describing the situation in Gaza now as genocide. I also want to...
You mean the Hippocrates, Marty? It's so nonsense. It's saying so much.
Okay, well, we can get to that. If you just allow me to ask my question. I was just going to ask you, we've heard there what Martin Griffiths has said. Okay, well, that's what Martin Griffiths has said to us this evening. I just want to also read to you what your allies, UK, France, Canada, have been saying. They've been saying the bombardment is wholly disproportionate, the civilian death toll is intolerable, and the denial of aid unacceptable. This is not just, someone who formerly worked at the UN. These are your allies saying this now.
I'm really glad that you're also talking about what the United States is doing and what the others. And I'm sure that our friends, together with you, will talk a lot about what the genocide that the Hamas terrorist is bringing on their people, using their children and women and men.
But sir, can I just ask you to respond?
Sorry, I'm in the middle of an answer.
I know, but I don't want to go. I want you to focus on. I want you to.
This question. No. I'm sorry. You asked me. Now I am answer. I didn't see that you disturbed the previous one that you just interviewed, even not in one word. So you have to ask these questions. The terrorists of the Hamas that massacred, murdered, butchered, and raped 2,000 of our people without us doing anything. Why you are not asking them this question?
We ask on a daily basis.
Why you are not asking them the question?
I need you to respond
why they're not
to what
leaving Gaza
Israel is
and allowing their people to live. They can
Mr. Nagel, can I just get you to respond to the questions I'm asking?
I responded. Because everything that you say is totally nonsense and rubbish. Because Israel is not doing it.
Your response cannot just be. Your response cannot be to what your allies are saying. This is what Hamas is doing.
You want to ask UK and France? Ask them. You ask me.
Okay. Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you what Israelis are saying.
No, let me answer you.
Well, let me tell you what
is going now in Gaza.
Let me tell you, sir, what Israelis are saying. If I may, Yair Golan, the former deputy chief of staff of the Israeli army, is saying...
If you want to quote me people, if you want only to quote people and not allowing me to tell, for you don't need me for this interview. You can go to your viewers.
Go ahead,
quoting
sir.
People. No, you ask me a question, let me answer this question. Okay? You ask me what's going on in Gaza. What's going on in Gaza now is the Israelis the most humanitarian people in Gaza. Who brought this aid there and who confiscated this aid, selling it in 100 and 2,000 and 5,000 times more than the market to their people, and making sure that the children and the normal people of Gaza will not want to have this food that Israel is bringing in, that the Hamas wants to stop.
You had an aid blockade for 3 months on the people of Gaza. For 78 days, you had no aid going into Gaza. If you don't want to listen to what France and the UK and Canada are saying, I'm going to quote you what your former Prime Minister has said, Ehud Olmert.
I don't want to
hear. Ehud Olmert has described the situation as a war crime.
I don't want to hear the quotes of people that are against Israel. Sorry, not Ehud
Olmert is against Israel.
They have to leave Gaza. They have to bring back the hostages, and the suffer is gone. Why you are not asking this the Hamas people? I don't understand.
Sir, I interviewed Hamas just a few weeks ago, and I asked them about the hostages. I am now talking to you, and I do have a right to ask you what the former deputy chief of staff, a hero of October 7, someone who went out and fought Hamas terrorists on October the 7th, Yair Golan went out as a reservist to fight Hamas, has said a sane country does not wage wars against civilians, does not kill babies as a pastime, and does not engage in mass population displacement.
If you want to read all of your papers, it's okay, you will get your money.